want to see you people win.
Yeah.
If you have the right intentions personally as a person, you always want to see, like, it don't matter what you have. I want to see you win, and I want to see you do better. Because I'm a big Kevin Gates fan. So he said on the last time was, prior to everything, I was mad that I wasn't getting blessed. Why is it not my time? Why is it not my turn? And I understood now that, shit, I wasn't ready for them. I wasn't ready for those blessings. Now, I could take them, and I've been being blessed. Now I'm different than I know how to handle the blessings, but also the failures. But Pitbull said it first. They're not failures, they're lessons.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the IQ Project. We got a really special episode for you guys today. I'm right here with my co-host, Ricky Tat.
Yes, sir.
And our interviewer, Luis Verduzco. Did I say that right?
Yes, sir. Luis Verduzco on here, man. Thank you for inviting me to you guys' place, your spot. This is
no problem, man.
Thank you for
coming.
accepting the invitation, bro.
We already had a great conversation off camera.
Yeah.
So
I know. I feel like we could let's just play that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Put the
We'll
cameras.
catch up later.
So before we get this started, I want to give out a little shout out, a little sponsorship we do. So for all your tattoo needs, please contact us on Instagram at iconic_tattoo studio. I got that right.
What the happy dad got you already, bro?
Already, man.
We're one. There's only one
Hey,
there.
bro, we don't have no sponsors. We sponsor our own podcast right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
have to.
we have to.
Yeah,
You know,
have
we have
to.
to start from the beginning, but
But also-
eventually that's how it works. You know?
Also, we just started the Instagram and the Snapchat. Or
The
Tik-
TikTok. Yeah.
No Snapchat.
No, Snap.
No, we don't want the private,
Yeah.
the
No.
premium Snapchat.
Not that.
Damn, these things are good. They're good.
For real, bro. Hey, disclaimer: he only had one. No, just kidding.
He's had like 10 already. That's why.
And we got to do that. A little side note: we got to do that little like whatever. I mean, maybe I'm too old for this or what, but you put that little and then you do
Shotgun?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't want to try me.
I don't do that, bro. Huh?
Nah.
Hey, this guy went to San Diego State, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So he can
Come
drink
on,
with you,
bro.
bro. He's just
Come on.
bro.
I'm already feeling
That fool
it.
can park.
my dude over the weekend said once you're closer to 30, it's a little tough.
It is.
Valeo verga for me.
No, man, this is dope. I'm
But,
excited.
Now
But-
I drink beer. I have to plan it out because I'm be like hangover for like 3 days.
We don't
not bad.
recover the same.
We don't.
The other we
The
get, we-
20s, bro, is good. Like the 20s is really
You
good.
take advantage of it. You forget all about it. Once you pass 25, 26, then your body starts telling you slow down, and then it's painful.
But I think for like a lot of those people that are in between 21 to 30, it's them trying to figure out that, oh, you could party every weekend and spend your whole check.
Yeah.
You can live off a Sopa Maruchan all week and you'll be good. But it's like, bro, like once you hit, at least for me, once I hit 23, it was that like, dude, what am I going to do at 25, 26?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be 30 years old trying to figure my shit out still anymore. I want to be able to hang with big boys. Like, I'm not saying like these fools are complete millionaires, but I want to be able to have a conversation and have something to hold myself accountable and be like, yo, I have this. I can provide value. What do you need? Instead of like, oh, fool, I get you fucked up.
Yeah.
We can go spend on a bottle, whatever it is. Like, our shit is popping off. A Total Life podcast, we are popping off. But I tell everybody, I'm like, it doesn't mean we change who we are. Does it like we buy either Terramana, Don Julio 70, or there's a tequila that's called Corazon. It's like $30, bro. Really good. Trust me, it's really good. But just because we're blowing up doesn't mean I'm gonna go spend on a 1942 every podcast.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, all right, so now financially we're not gonna be.
Yeah. It's about being practical, you know what I'm saying? And not playing the part, I guess. Just know where you're at, right?
Yeah, like
And that's good, man. Exactly what you said right now is why we decided to ask you to come into our podcast, bro. And we're fucking thankful that you came.
Nah, man.
I know it was a long drive, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I drove 2 hours just to get here.
It's Hollywood over here.
Yeah, long drive, bro. What you do, like 4 lights?
But for disclaimer, there's a nice side of Fontana.
Yeah.
If you say you're closer to the 210,
Yeah.
Oh, you live
Oh.
on the
So
good side.
anything above baseline, closer to 210, you're good.
You're good.
Anything below baseline, you're
Yeah, you're not in
you
the
gotta lock your doors. You can't walk out at night.
The good
Anyways, let's take it back a little bit.
Let's go.
Ricardo, go ahead and just introduce him, like what his podcast is. I know we didn't talk about that yet, so just give it a little introduction about that.
Yeah, we gotta give him his flowers because I've been
Yeah.
hearing your podcast,
Appreciate
bro.
that.
You know,
Yes,
I'm like,
sir.
I gotta do a little research before I interview you. You know, and I came across your YouTube page because like we started a podcast, right? And then of course we do research on what's popping in the Inland Empire, what's popping. And the Empire, guys, is right here in California, 60 miles from LA.
Soon to become its own state.
For real, right?
So,
But you know, we always curious. Like we Google tattoo because our podcast is the IQ project, right? It's
Yes,
about
sir.
knowledge. So we bring people in that we feel can bring knowledge to our viewers. You know,
yeah,
whether it's
appreciate that.
tattooing, business, marketing. We've done even credit check. You know, credit people, right?
Yeah.
Real estate,
Yeah,
all
we
aspects.
don't check your credit, bro. It's all right.
No. He's like, it's solid right now,
My
dog.
credit is good, dog. My credit is good.
And when I came across your page, dude, you were just starting, man. I think you had under 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, this guy's interesting. You know,
Yeah.
just the way you talk, the way you, your demeanor, very confident. But it was a different type of talking. It wasn't like, yo, what's popping, this and that. It was just like
More
genuine, real talk stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And at first, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, this is not
Not gonna go nowhere.
not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
But you kept popping up, you know. Then I started following your IG, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And then you started getting a TikTok, and you grabbed traction, dude.
Yeah.
And then that's when I'm like, this guy, he's obviously doing something
He's not
really.
fucking around anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we want to highlight some of that today. You know, we want to talk
Hell
about
yeah.
how you do that, maybe so that some people that are viewers, you know,
For
they want to
sure.
start a podcast. They think it's all fame and glory. We're gonna let them know a little bit of what it is because we've been doing this for almost 2 years already, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Damn.
hard to pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we didn't do it to pop. We do it to meet people like
Facts.
you and network. And
Facts.
it's working. And it's even though we only have right now like 320 some subscribers, we're thankful for each one. And when somebody comes up to us and says, "Man, I checked out your YouTube, you know,
Yeah.
whether it's the vlog or the podcast," we're like, "Really? You
Hell
did?"
Yeah. Like
So we're
you-
like, "All right." So that gives us more.
yeah,
more.
you feel thankful, and for everybody watching this, make sure you comment. That's the one thing everybody has to do. You got to comment
There
and
you
make
go,
sure you
guys.
subscribe and share it. But yeah, what you said is correct because when somebody starts something, the first thing everybody's gonna say is, "How long is that gonna last?"
Yeah.
Oh, is that for the moment? 2-3 months. Oh, okay, cool. But then they start seeing the growth, and even then they're still gonna throw those like, "No aguantar. It's not gonna be there. Not gonna last long." But what I tell everybody, yo, I got into this because of longevity.
Mhm.
You can be 20, you can be 30, 50, 60, 70. What's the one thing you're always looking for? Answers and motivation. And I'm like, I need
Yo.
that. I was like, if I'm looking for this and everything that I'm like, I'm a big Eric Thomas, Steve Harvey, Eakin Johnson, you know. And when I was going through my stuff, I was hearing them talk, but it was the same shit that I already knew. I'm like, dude, they have this platform and what they're repeating and saying, I know this.
Mhm.
So why can't I do this? And yeah, I mean, if you go back to like episode 1, it's just me on the couch telling you what the podcast is going to be, what this page is about to be. And we hit the following weekend, I had my boy Paco on there. And to me, it was that thing like, all right, I already did 1 episode. Can I get more? Who am I going to have next? I already have, because I mean, right away when you start something new, you're going to have the, you know, I'm very open. You're going to have the chismosos ready to come on just to see what you're doing and judge what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, they're going to see this. If I don't do this, everybody's going to count me out. And I already had 2-3 other businesses that I was trying to do on the side that I gave up. It wasn't in me. It was like, cool, it made me some money, but it wasn't like I can wake up and I want to do this every day of my life. I said, fuck it. Had my boy, shout out Paco, first guest ever. Next
Dope.
week, boom. We went about 22 weeks straight.
Damn.
What nobody knows, unless like you really either watch them or if I told you, we recorded every Friday night at, my girlfriend would get off of work at 11, be home by 11:15 p.m. 11:30, 11:45, we're recording. Keep in mind, my son is in the room asleep.
Mhm.
So 11:30, 11:40, we're fucking recording till 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm
Damn.
posting this video on Saturday. So the first episode that I aired with Paco, it came out on YouTube, right? And I'm watching it. I had to go to work on Saturday,
Sheesh.
and it was just like, damn, I'm on YouTube. That's crazy, but it was different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think we had the same feeling too when we uploaded. You know, we're like, damn, we're actually up there. Like this is serious now. People are gonna actually listen to what we're saying. You know?
yeah,
I think it hit me when we first had our first person tell us, "Oh, I saw your video," and they started recognizing us more because of what we said on YouTube and all that.
yeah,
And they came in feeling like they already knew us. I think
Yeah.
that's when it hit me.
yeah.
That's cool.
It's a crazy feeling when someone reaches out to you and tells you how much either they resonate with you, you inspire them, motivated them, or even, hey, I came across your page, even that. But I know we want to get into like beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. Let's get to know.
Yeah,
Let's get to
do
know
it.
Luis. You know what I mean? So tell us, man. I mean, where you would you like your fans to know of you? I mean, you don't do too many interviews of yourself. So here's an opportunity. You know,
Nah.
like what are you about, man? Like where'd you grow up?
Born and raised in Baldwin Park, California.
VP,
What is that, like 25 miles outside of LA? You
Yeah.
said 60. I was like, damn, he knows
The
the
only reason why I
mileage.
said it is because I had to search it one time. I was like, how far are we from LA? Damn, we're like 60 miles away. Yeah.
Yes.
The 15 to 210 meet, dog.
So born and raised in Baldwin Park, California. I'm a middle child, so I have my little sister and my older sister. My mom and my dad. I was blessed, as Duno said. I was blessed to have both parents.
Yes. That's
Um,
rare nowadays. At times.
my dad is an entrepreneur. Out of 8 or 9 brothers and sisters, he's the only one got an education, did something with his life, so to say, and made a priority to build something for his kids.
Mhm.
And I'm that prodigy. Like, I literally live off working for my dad. And what a lot of people didn't know is he's had it since, I think now we're going on 11 or 12 years. So after high school, I still went to college, community. Soy un pendejo. I went 2 years, still didn't graduate that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I have one class to pass, math. Never going back. Not right now. Not working out for me. But
Was it like the easiest math or? Was it-
nah. So like I'm good, bro. Like I think it was like, what is it, like pre-cal or calculus in there?
Oh,
okay.
shit, you
But
went up that way?
it was all like
Look at this guy, all
equations.
smart and
Dude,
shit.
I was gonna say I failed elementary math like twice.
Nah, that was good. I'm very lazy.
Yeah.
Like one thing, a lot of like I admit it, I'm just lazy, bro. Like if si no me dan, like I'm not gonna. I would show up. We were supposed to show up 4 days out of the week to class. I would show up twice.
Yeah.
I still passed my classes, but I got to the point where like I started working at a phone company. I was making good money, so I didn't even work with my dad.
Oh.
Cause I look at back and now as a young, I was like, I could work with my dad and I can make money and I'm gonna be his son working. But I was like, I need to do my own thing. I need to be who I am without my dad.
Mhm.
So me doing that to me, it was like, all right, I got my cars. I had a Challenger. He helped me buy the first one. Se me pendejé. I got a second one. Just a V8, because I had a V6. I was
Right.
like, I want a faster one.
A faster one.
V8 fucking stick shift. Oh my God, I'm dope. Upgraded that one to the 392 Charger, but at that point it was already without my dad.
Mhm.
But I dug myself in my own hole. But my thing was like, because people are judgmental, like, oh, you work for your dad?
Yeah.
No wonder you got money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like,
handed to you.
yeah. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. So I worked there for like 3 years, and I made the decision that in order for me to grow, I needed to kiss ass. I didn't want to do that. So I told my dad, like, yo, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna come work for you. He was like, don't do it. I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, you gotta pass your test. I'm like, I'll pass it, fool. Like I'm good, dog. I'm good. I failed that shit 3 times.
There's a test for what?
For the state to be a pest control.
Pest control? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
dude. So I work pest control. Nobody knows. Podcast sponsored by JLV Pest Control.
There you
I
go.
want you to tell you where Tulsa Light Podcast is sponsored by. But
It's financed that temporarily, huh?
yeah, so I felt that shit 3 times.
Shit.
My dad was like, hey, so what?
Is it like a written test or is it?
Dude, it's 100 questions.
Oh, shit.
100 questions just telling you about insects that I still don't remember.
Yeah.
Like I know how to like fix it, but like we're talking about from the egg to the nymph
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
doll.
Just
How
the
do you
state
treat
wants
this?
you to do this
All
shit.
that
and
I
pay.
felt that shit 3 times, and my dad was like, "Dude, are you serious? So do you really want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." But it's just so he sent, bro. I went to classes in Riverside. I did. He did the most for me just to pass, and I still failed that shit. And it was at the weirdest thing that day that I passed. One, I was like 20 minutes late to the test. I rushed to the test, and I was like, "Damn, I failed, bro."
Yeah.
And when I went up to turn in, they tell you like they don't even wait for you to like tell you later. They tell you
Right
at
then and
that
there.
moment. And she started printing out some papers. I'm like, "Damn, this never happened, bro. What the fuck?" And I was like, "Damn, this is really bad now." He's like, "Congratulations. Make sure you send this." And I left. And then I called my dad. I was like, "I passed." He cried.
What?
My dad cried.
That's
My dad's
dope,
not a
dude.
crier, bro. My dad, like, I never met my grandpa, his dad, but I know it wasn't good because he always tells me. But he cried and he was like, "I'm proud of you."
That's dope, bro.
I'm like, "Damn, fool. Like, I don't want to do this." But now it was that thing that I had something on me that now I represent him.
Yeah.
I always say it, it's not my company. It's my dad. So why do I have the podcast, Toast to Life? Because this is my baby now. So he built his baby for us, but I'm like, this is yours. You made this. I need something that's mine that I can give my son down when the time comes. So, I mean, this is transition to
a new industry.
completely like
So
I have go for it. Go my bad.
Sorry. I was like, so how does he feel about you doing the podcast? Because I know it's new to him. It's not.
Yeah,
something-
dude, he say like, ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Hablar en...?
Está hablando en
so-
cámara nomás.
Ay, te crees muy superstar.
So for everybody that like, if you're Hispanic,
Yeah.
you know that social media is not the number one thing unless you're
El
and
face.
yeah unless you're like for those influencers that are doing it, like shout out Jorge and Adri, came from Zacatecas and doing their thing, but they have the same story. When you first say it, your parents don't believe you. They're just like, you're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Now that I show my dad exactly what we're doing, like even we took out a shirt, right? And this is the one time I took out a shirt. I gave him one. He wears that. He wears it wherever he goes, and I'm like,
Dude,
free
you're
promotion, dog.
you're talking about the same story. I'm reminding myself of my dad.
Yeah.
I gave him an iconic shirt, and he was wearing it all the time. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
okay.
So like now, just now that we are doing better and actually doing something, he sees it. And I mean, shout out my dad, because I'm not gonna lie, the last 3 weeks in my personal life have been the hardest.
Oh,
Have
shit.
really been the hardest. And the one dude to talk to me about it has been my dad. So we went to work like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Hey, I just want to tell you thank you, because I felt really alone, and you're the one that came to tell me and gave me like, hey, you have a business, you don't let this shit go. Like, you go and do this. I see what you're doing now." And I was like, damn, this is like, we're having literally different type of conversation now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like you're gonna always have that doubt from your parents, because they just want the best for you.
Yeah.
Your parents want that sure thing. They want you to have a great life, be the best parent to your kids, be the best person to your family, and be there for your family. But when you take a chance of something that is so unsure,
Mm-hmm.
you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it can pop off in 6 months, or it can pop off in a year and a half. Then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in that in between where you don't even see that return yet? So I mean, I've spent in this shit, but
And it's something too that they've never experienced. So it's
Mhm.
it's not to say, it's what do you mean? What I'm trying to say is like it's just they just don't know, they just don't know this new style of that can be a business of podcasting, being on
Yeah.
social media,
and they don't need to know.
right.
That's my thing, and you don't need to understand exactly what this is. I just need you to see that, hey, it's gonna pay off, dude. But I mean, I have an uncle in the entertainment industry, and he's done a lot. He's done really good. And just Friday, I had a great conversation with him for the first time in my life. Like, I'm 26. I've seen him have everything. Like, drives Bentley, has a house in Santa Barbara. Like, he's done really good.
Mm-hmm.
But the sacrifice that he has done, you know, is what I saw now. I'm like, damn, dude, like I see what this takes. So we finally had a great conversation and it was different. I was like, I know I wasn't mature enough to have this type of conversation earlier. Now I think I'm in that position. I was like, dude, I feel alone, dog. Like, it gets lonely.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do this, I'm just telling you, it's gonna get lonely because not everybody's gonna see it, not everybody's gonna envision it, not everybody's gonna breathe this,
Not everyone's gonna support it.
and I don't need you to.
So let's talk about that time when. So we're all curious about when a Toast to Life
yeah,
podcast came about. You said you work with your dad.
Yeah.
You know, you started doing. You got to know the business, obviously.
yeah.
What happened that you just said, you know what, I need to do my thing instead of being the next boss for your dad, you know?
When I started, it was because I went through my depression. I went through my mental health. I went through my suicide stage. I went through all that.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like
I heard you say a little bit about it in some podcasts you did.
yeah. So like the chain that everybody always sees me wear is my uncle. You know, Mateo Jerry, rest in peace. When he passed away in 2015, I neglected all the emotions. Like I would travel. My mom's family lives in Santa Maria up north in the 805. So when that happened, I mean, I remember vividly everything, and I know it was the darkest time. But my always thing is I'm gonna go through my dark shit, but I'm gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Like my bills gotta get paid. I don't want to get my car repoed. Like I need to have myself and I need to support myself. But I always neglected everything. And you know, whenever the pandemic hit, you know, you're at home a lot more, not doing anything else. Like extra gym for me, it was my savior. Cause I could be in the gym and I'm putting on some fucking Post Malone, I Fall Apart. I'm crying over here lifting when I lift. Like I could bench 355, 375 deadlift over like 500. Like, but I'm crying. Like I'm literally sitting there. I'm just like, fuck. All right, let's get to this. And it was taken away. So I was just at home with my son, my girl, my cousin lived with me at the time. And so it's embarrassing, but there was a bar that was always open and all my boys go there. There was a time I came home and nobody was home. And I recorded myself. I'm like drunk, dig. Like I'm literally, my son wasn't born yet, but I have a video, I still have it, and I'm telling him, like, I love you so much. One day when you see this, I just want you to know that everything I'm doing is for you. And the next moment after that, like I'm showering my baby and I'm crying because I'm like, dude, you saved my life. Like I'm gonna put this in perspective. Like my son saved my life. Yes, my partner is so amazing to me, but in reality, I still felt alone in my own demons. So when I started addressing all my shit, I was like, all right, I know mental health is real.
Yeah.
I just live this. I know everybody out there that's like me is scared to even talk about it or bring it up. I was like, all right, so I'm a great bullshitter. I know how to talk. So I'm like, I can give you a speech about, say, Happy Dads right now, and I'm gonna sell it to you.
Dope.
Like I'm just good at this. And I was like, you know what? I told my girl, I was like, I want to do something like this. Like I see Inky Johnson, E.T. I know this. I could do this. Only thing was get started.
Right.
That was the biggest thing. Get started. How are you gonna get started? I was like, damn, I need to buy a camera. I had my laptop already. Like I bought it with the idea I'm gonna do something. And so didn't touch it for a year. It just sat there, bro. I didn't even use it for anything. Just sat there. I was like, I haven't bought a laptop.
Mac or PC?
I have a Mac.
Oh, nice.
I'm a Mac.
All right. That's exactly why we interviewed you.
I'm a Mac type of dude. So if you have Samsung, I don't know what you're doing with your life, bro. So we did that, and Christmas came, and my girl surprised me with the camera. She's like, I know what you want to do.
That's dope.
Go ahead. So for me, I was like, all right, you believed in me now, so now I got to do this. So we took probably like 48 hours with names, and A Toast to Life hit me. I was like, I like to drink. I was like, we have great conversations when you're drinking.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, we had a great conversation when we're out drinking on Saturday, but no one's gonna know how great that conversation is because there's no cameras, no microphones, and nobody else was there.
Yo, that's true.
And whatever we just talked about, I'm gonna remember it, but fuck, bro. And I'm always gonna I'm gonna tell them like, dude, this one time I was talking about my homie, damn, we said this, and they're like, okay, cool, I got it. I just took that into the vision. I'm like, I need to do this with my boys. So how I said earlier, when you go back to my dude, I had all the bottles just sitting on my counter. Some of them were empty. You know, it is what it
One of your
is.
first podcasts, right?
Yeah. So for 20 episodes, that was my setup. And then we went to Fontana, and my thing was people started telling me, yo, this conversation is helping me. I was like, all right, let's run it.
How did that feel when they told you that?
Damn, bro. Honestly, it was life-changing.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where I'm helping others that I never met. Never. And how you said earlier, I never chase the numbers. And the one thing I never do is chase the numbers still. Because if I chase the numbers, then I'm never going to have enough. So my message is going to get there, dude. My thing is like, this is going to blow up. What you guys are doing is going to blow up. It's just a matter of time of when.
Yeah.
You know, but if you chase it, I'm not going to get the 100 views today. Fuck, dog. Let me delete it. Nah, bro. Even if 50 people listen to it, that's enough. And even if one person listened to it and it saved them, that's enough. Now, where we're at in how serious we are, I get DMs, and I can show you guys my DMs that, yo, I was in depression, suicidal, and I watched your stuff, and I'm saved. I'm like, what the fuck?
You've
This
mentioned
is
that in other
crazy.
podcasts that I've heard from you that
Yeah.
you want to highlight mental health, you know?
Yeah.
And
I
it's
touch
interesting
base.
to me because, I mean, I haven't dealt with that, you know?
I think it's important because especially as a Mexican culture, we don't really talk about that. We're taught to hide your feelings and,
Eres
be a
hombre.
man.
Aguántese.
Yeah.
Aguantan. ¿Para qué lloras? ¿Para qué lloras? I'm like, damn, bro, you serious? Like, you're crying? Like, are you
It is
serious?
something.
But it's the same thing. Now, for me, it's like, dude, I'm 6'1", 6'2" on a good day. Fucking 270. And these are like, damn, this was huge. Yeah, motherfucker, but I cry, dog. Like, I'm going to tell you I cry. I'm going to tell you what I go through. Yeah, I'm a teddy bear. Am I an asshole? Yeah, I could be an asshole. But I'm going to highlight, like, now where we're at, we highlight a good amount of topics that now, like, I'm going to put it in perspective. So hopefully my dude from 24 Hour Gym listens to this. This dude is probably like 6'2", bald, tatted, everywhere, blasted. He looks like the Game, the rapper. He looks like the Game. I was at the gym at 2 a.m. Don't ask me why. Just battling some demons.
Fighting demons.
Fighting
like you
demons
said.
on there. I had a hoodie. Well, I didn't have the hoodie on, but I had my sweater. I seen this fool walking through the mirror, and I was like, damn, what is this fool going to tell me, dog? What is he going to tell me? Hey, homie, you have a podcast, huh? I was like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah, I watched that one with Little Man. Shout out Gage. He was like, I watched that one with the Little Man, and it got me. I respect you, big homie. I was like,
Damn. That's dope.
I was like, it's crazy the amount of people that we reach with the messages that, like, what you guys are doing. You may not think it's reaching a lot of people, but it really is, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, like, someone told me, shout out Chris from San Diego. They told him, I was like, yo, you guys are fucking amazing. It's just the world needs to see how amazing you are. And that's it. It's just the timing. Ponte las Pilas podcast.
Yeah.
Been doing this for 4 years.
Damn.
They just reached 7K on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, and as soon as we walked in, I'm going to tell you my streams. And I was like, hey, I think you should do this because this is our biggest revenue. Hey, bro, I didn't think you would do that to us. I'm like, I want everybody to win. Like,
Right.
my thing, I want to help people as much as we can.
Mhm.
Like, our biggest thing is help people. Let's shine mental health. That's the biggest thing. Let's make the uncomfortable conversations comfortable, and let's add value. Yeah, let's mess around a little bit. Let's laugh a
Of
little bit.
course. Give
But-
a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah, but let's highlight why you do this, how you doing it, and what kept you going. And everybody's like now that we have bigger people on the podcast, right? Blue checks,
Yeah.
X amount of numbers on there. Their main thing is like, yo, I see what you guys been doing. I love your message. I'm like, yes, bro. I don't want your drama. Like, fuck the drama.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna come regardless. But
Well, you start with on the intro. You say the most. That's what caught me. At first, it felt a little arrogant to me. You know, the message. What do you usually say when you start your
most
podcast?
authentic, most organic podcast out there
Yeah,
all the time.
and at first I thought like, oh, this is a little, little kind of.
yeah.
What was the word I said earlier? Fucking happy dad. No, it's a little like
I need to re-up.
ego booster. You know what I'm saying?
Pineapple or lemon?
Damn, pineapple, low-key.
So little present from Luis here. He brought us some happy dads. He always drinks some on his podcast, so We're
And if
curious
you
to
invite me
try
to a
'em.
party, you know I'm coming up with happy dads.
There you
That's the
go.
one.
They're
then,
pretty good.
Then
Honestly,
they
I
say,
think we're about to start drinking these. They're pretty good.
if you guys don't
Yeah.
get a refrigerator with happy dads in there, then I don't want to come here no more.
All right, we'll
yeah.
have to order that in.
But yeah, the most authentic, most organic is because you have to be organic, bro.
Yeah.
You can fake it till you make it, but when that shit runs out, who the fuck are you?
But you know what, dude? To say that, that's my point.
Oh.
For you to state that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it takes to be bold.
Some
To be
other
bold.
people could take it as confidence. You know,
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like it
Yeah.
had to take a lot of confidence from you to even make that statement.
Yeah,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
some people try to redo it. I heard it in other podcasts. I'm like, that's dope though. I'm like, do your thing, dog.
But I mean, it can be in their way, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's heard from you, and you say your own way. Just like, I mean, any saying could be done differently. Ours is trust the process, and I heard you say it on the last interview with your that gym owner from
well,
Hollywood.
Chris actually, Chris said
so
it for.
we believe in that. That's kind of our motto. Like, you know, everybody
Yeah.
has their own models, right?
Yeah.
But ours is like trust the process. You know, when clients come in and get tattoos, because we are a tattoo studio, we hope that they trust our process by them doing a little research. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
that
let us
generated
be
because of
creative.
tattoos.
What's up?
That phrase generated because
For
Correct.
Us, yes.
tattoos.
because it is, dude.
because-
When you put on a stencil,
Yeah, because when we would put on a stencil, to us, to us, we know what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
We understand what the stencil is.
It's the most.
But when a
scary shit.
client sees it, it's just lines.
Yeah.
Lines
Yeah.
and scribbles. And they're like, is it going to look like this? Like, no, like, you
or
just
they're
gotta
asking
trust it.
questions, they're like, you know, is this gonna be something here?
But like what you guys do, and this is what like me and Dylan want to get tatted, right? And one is
Let's do
for
it.
me, it's the microphone because this is what I love. I'm gonna always love it. I'm never ashamed of it. But and then there's the little spurt ones. Like Dylan loves fucking Bad Bunny. Loves him, dude. Like this one can kiss him if he wanted to. So I'm just like, dude, Dylan, are you serious? But he was like, I want to get the Bad Bunny heart right here. And I was like, look, because I love you, dog, I'll do it with you, and it'll be a little cool moment for us. You know?
Damn.
He's like, for real? I was like, come on, Dick. You're my rock when I need it. Like, I'm gonna shed light on Dylan because Dylan is my right hand man and the one dude that, if it wasn't for him, this podcast would not be where it's at.
Mhm.
And we've had this conversation already. But 2 weeks ago, again, I was going through my shit. I finished the podcast. This will hug me and I cried. He's like, I got you, big dog. And I was like, damn.
Damn.
I was like, I love that shit. But for tattoo artists, and this is what I was trying to get to, is the impact that you guys have on a person, a regular person like us,
Mhm.
is big. Because you just took my idea that I have, you put it into art, and now that shit's there forever. And when someone comes and sees it, damn, bro, that's a dope ass piece. You're like, damn, bro.
Not just that, but like also you remember the whole process.
Yeah.
Like you remember the conversations we're having, especially if we're having a really good conversation about the tattoo and everything.
Yeah.
The clients remember that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's not just doing the tattoo and here you go,
Yeah.
see you later. It's coming in and sitting down, the whole experience. We're
Th-
very about that. But you know, we could be talking about Iconic all day. We really want to get to know like what you're about. You know what I'm
me
saying?
deflecting
Yeah.
real quick.
No. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But talking about going back to the slogans, you said,
Yeah.
well, I do have a question though.
oh, go ahead.
Um,
Tell him, bro.
How'd you meet Dylan?
Dylan.
Like he's a big part of your life. So
He is.
He's like your, you know, do you follow Gary V?
Yeah.
He's like your D-Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
that's our D-Rock over there. Carlos.
He's just like,
Shout out to Anchor Minds.
So I met Dylan actually in high school. I coached him. I coached him in soccer first. And we said it on pod. He hated me because I'm an asshole. Like coaching wise, I'm a dick. Like, I don't give a fuck who you think you are. This is my shit. Like,
Yeah, you take it
and
serious.
we didn't like each other, or he didn't like me, so he said. So when I became a head coach, I needed an assistant or someone to run my JV. What everybody didn't know is I leaned on his dad first. His dad is one of my saviors. Like he's Cardoso, he's one of my saviors. So when it came time to hire a second person, my assistant, I was like, hey, who do you think is good, bro? He was like, pues el Dylan.
Pues el Dylan.
El Dylan, yeah. He was like, but in my head, I was like, dude, this was fucking young. I'm like, it's gonna be immature. Like, he's not gonna get it. I was like, fuck it. He's your son. Let's try this out. The best decision I ever made in my life.
Was he in the pursuit of videography or media?
Nah,
Nada.
nothing, bro.
Nada. Mira, aquí
Nothing.
está la cámara, güey.
Yeah.
Record it.
So he was my right hand man for coaching that one season. And when I say we built a bond, it's because when we go to practice, it's Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturdays, we're there at 5:30 in the morning. Like, you can't even see the field of how foggy it is. And he rode with me every single time, never missed a beat. So we split ways. We talked here and there. And then when I needed to come to LA, well, who's going to take care of my kids? They had to stay with the mom. Now we had to have that conversation. Like, yo, I got to leave. But why LA? Why? And it was a little issue, right? But everything happens. And I hit up Dylan. And because Dylan dresses good. He's very creative, and he really is. And I was like, yo, this is my idea. This is my plan. I want you to be a part of this. Let's ride. Never missed a beat, bro. Never missed a beat. We haven't missed a weekend. We haven't missed a day. And he's been with me every single time. And so when I tell him, hey, at one point, when you want to decide to do something with it, like anything else, tell me what you want to do, and I'm going to support you 100%. Whatever it is. And now, like, dude, this will buy his laptop. He's taking his courses. He's watching YouTube left and right. The new logo that I have that I put on the TikTok, he made that shit. And I'm just like,
dope. So he found his calling.
Yeah, like he's creative, fool, but it's just that confidence that he needed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just reassuring him. I'm like, I'm not talented like you, bro. Like, you're really good at this. I'm like, I've been having this for 2 years and I couldn't even come up with this.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? He was like, damn, fool, you right, huh?
I think it's something that you found, you have a weakness in the creative aspect of that. You're a good, speaker, obviously.
Yeah.
You're good on the fly or whatever. And he can be the creative part, right? And that's where you found strength.
So we just balance each other. Yeah. So, like, I don't know your guys' dynamic, but me and Dylan, we balance each other. So I'm petty. I'm petty, bro. Like, if I gotta throw a shot out there, I'm gonna throw it.
Why are we laughing? Because we're the same. I'm the same way, dude. I'm petty too, and I'm more outspoken, right?
Yeah.
My cousin, he balances me.
She's over there like,
no. As far as like, I know what I want. I have a vision, right?
Yeah.
But my cousin's good. He's when I have weaknesses too, and I have to realize that's why I partnered up with him, because I know that I couldn't do this by myself. Sometimes I'm just like out there, and he brings me down. Like, look, this is the way we could do it.
That's not my part. Yeah. So Dylan's the same way, because something happens, and I text Dylan. I was like, Dig, like, I think I'm just gonna post this and throw a little low blow. Nah, big dog, don't do that. And I'm like, fool, why? He was like, bro, just don't do that. Take a higher road. We're good. Don't worry about it. So 2 weeks ago, when I had my moment, shit popped off. And I was telling him in the truck on the way there, and he was like, look, for me, every time we come podcast, whatever issues I have, I let him go. And it's me and you. He's like, you have to do that right now. We're about to podcast. You need to be at all cylinders. So, hey, let it be. Let it go.
Yeah, and people don't know that about this. You have to, like, turn it on to be on a podcast. And sometimes you're going through your shit, like you said, you're fighting your demons. And we have to, like, change not persona, because we're genuine, try to be as much, but we got personal stuff going on. Yeah, sometimes we have to be like, yo, dude, it's podcast Monday. Like, we need to be on it.
Bro, you're going to be tired. Yeah. Like, to put this shit in perspective today, yesterday I fell asleep like at 3 a.m. Woke up at 6, went to go to work, then came here. And I could have been just like, but for me, it's like, bro, you guys don't deserve that. You guys deserve my energy that I'm going to bring. And it's every single time.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll be in my own little moods when I'm alone.
Yeah.
Like, when I go to the gym tonight, no me hablen. But I was telling my homeboy Dre the other day, I was like, but right now I look for people to talk to me so I don't have to work out. Like, I want you to come up to me to talk to me. I don't want to work out.
So I don't have to work out?
Yeah, so, like, I already see, like, you sort of trying to leave. I'm like, hey, but bro, what's... So, like, I'm trying to make conversation. But, yeah, the dynamic me and Dylan have is just, he's my balance. I'm the forefront, but... we're getting into, like, co-hosting. Mm-hmm. We're getting into more, like, TikTok videos, IG Reels. Because there's a whole dynamic of everything that's trending right now that you have to just stay on top of it.
It's a full-time job.
So is you two only right now as the team? Or
me and him, we have Angela. She lives in Oxnard. And she comes out when, like, her work and shit allows her. But she's also, I mean, she's 21 years old and she's figuring out who she is at the same time. And I love being that support. Be like, yo, like when you're ready, just come.
Mhm.
But if I'm on somebody else's time, like, then we wouldn't be where we're at,
Yeah.
dog. Like, so I told Dylan, like, I was like, that's one thing. No, but like, we had a group of 10, right? That everybody was coming. And then from those 10,
Started dwindling down.
now we were 4. And from those 4, now we're 2.
Yeah.
And the 2 are the motherfuckers that run it. So if I'm on here, then he's there. And if we have other people on, like I have shout out Ashley, Ike that have been coming around with us, supporting us. Now they're a part of it. And it's just, I love having that environment of we're around our people.
Mhm.
Like I can look at Ashley and Ike and we can say a story that we've been through. And just we just it's a vibe now. Like being in LA, it's not just, hey, thank you for the podcast, bro. Get going. It's like, hey, bro, let's go break bread. Let's go eat now.
Yeah.
Because it's a big thing. It's the relationships.
Mhm.
So my thing is, I don't want you to come here and feel like, oh, this was just for the camera. No. Hey, what are you doing right now? Oh, nothing. Let's go eat. I'm down. Okay, cool. Say less. So we go eat and then we go break bread.
Yeah, I saw that interview with Dandy Hats. He's
Yeah.
your homie, huh?
Yeah, I went to high school with that kid.
That's dope, though.
Yeah,
And now he has his own store, huh? He has a little store.
Yeah, he has.
Or-
His brand is fucking amazing, bro. Like
What does he focus on? Custom hats? Or
Yeah, like this
everything?
is his new job, bro.
That's his own style?
Yeah. Dandy hats, money sign, lightning, dandy hats in the back.
Damn.
Just everywhere. Fucking sick little.
That's dope.
I like that.
We got to get that on the podcast.
Hell yeah. So this
So we'll talk about
we
that
used
real
to
quick.
we used to drive in this little fucking Honda hatchback. Fucking
Hit a pothole.
Nah, this was I'm like, damn, bro. So we talked about that shit yesterday. Cause now he drives a fucking AMG
Huh? Casi nada.
G30 something. I
Anda
don't know.
burro, como dicen.
Anda gatas así con su
Doesn't it
puta
feel
madre.
good like seeing people you grew up with fucking also make it to a point where
When you
they're
want
not
to
just partying?
when you want to see people win, you know the
Yeah.
intentions. So that's what I told him yesterday. I was like,
Okay.
I was like, take this shit away from you. Take all the money away from you. Take your possessions. Take the camera, the profiles. Who are you?
Yeah.
So that's what we were talking about yesterday. I'm like, dude, even because he podcasted with me the first time in Fontana. And when he left that day, so I put it on the podcast too. I was like, prior to you sitting down with me, bro, I didn't like you because of other people that told me stories about who you were and what you were trying to pretend. And then you came and we had a grown-up conversation. We understood each other. And we left that day with a friendship again.
Oh.
And he invited me to his barbecue that he had yesterday. And we were right there. He had his musicals, living good, making good. And I told him, he was like, didn't I tell you, Dusko, that you were meant for this? I was like, you did. I was like, and you also told me TikTok. He was like, I shit you not, fool. I tell everybody. He's like, to go look at your podcast. I told you about TikTok. He's like, I don't take nothing away. It's not, I didn't do the work. You did the work. You just executed what I told you. I'm like, yeah, you did. You told me TikTok. TikTok blew up, and now I'm here. And I was like, you're just talented in your marketing and how you do things. And that's why people fuck with who you are, fuck with your hats. Like, dude, I was at a Grupo Firme concert, and I seen like 3 people with his hat on.
Yeah, that's dope.
And I looked at him. I was like, yeah, I know that guy. So I sent it to him. We're at that private bar.
Yeah.
There was someone there with the 2. I was like, I see it,
I'm
bro.
about to pick one up. I like
Yeah, fuck, they're sick, bro. Like he's just super creative in his own way. And you meet this guy, and we're talking about yesterday, like, fool, when we started, he was giving me rides in his little Honda. Now we both fucking bring our own cars. I mean, his is more than mine, but we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to go 2 for 2 on that one. But yeah, I mean, you always want to see your people win.
Yeah.
If you have the right intentions personally as a person, you always want to see, like, it don't matter what you have. I want to see you win, and I want to see you do better. Because I'm a big Kevin Gates fan. So he said on the last time was, prior to everything, I was mad that I wasn't getting blessed. Why is it not my time? Why is it not my turn? And I understood now that, shit, I wasn't ready for them. I wasn't ready for those blessings. Now, I could take them. And I've been being blessed. Now I'm different than I know how to handle the blessings, but also the failures. But Pitbull said it first. They're not failures, they're lessons. It's like, damn, that's true, huh? Because there is failures all the time.
I'm gonna save that for my Instagram later.
Put it in the bio right there. No favors, just lessons.
So clearly, this interview is about how you came from not knowing where you were gonna go, trying to go work with your dad, and then you had that pandemic thing happen, and then you saw your son. You're like, I want to do something for me.
Yeah.
You started your podcast. You started from nothing, right?
Facts.
Just got your wife gave you the camera.
Yeah.
You're starting the podcast, right? You do a couple interviews. You're blessed to get some interviews.
Yeah.
How is your process now with getting this project going? Like, so if somebody's hearing you, right?
Yeah.
And they know about you, or they start looking at you through YouTube and everything, what can you give those tips, to other guys that want to start podcasts? You know what I'm saying?
Find your niche, your topic. What can you do every week without faking it?
Mm-hmm.
I can talk about motivation, inspiration every single time because that's an ongoing thing. Maybe others don't want to do that because I get comments on one thing a lot of people don't know. I see all the comments that I get, and then I get 10 comments and I get that one.
You haven't heard? Don't read the comments.
Oh, fuck. I've been getting petty, bro. I've been going someone says great podcast, but the host was very creído. And I just comment damn, for real? Yeah. What happened? And then they erased it. I'm just
they're like, oh shit, he read my video.
So someone commented that negativity, and I was like, damn, bro, sorry about that, but thank you for watching.
Yeah.
And then another supporter, shout out them, hey, don't pay attention to that. You're a great person. We love what you do. Keep doing it. And I was like, that's dope. Yeah. But yeah, reason why commenting is because the people want to see you interact. Yeah. So now where we're at now, and what I tell everybody is, if you're gonna do this, make sure you're doing it consistently.
That's key right there.
It's key.
I think that's something we learned recently,
It's the most important part of your project, the consistency of when you post, how often you post, and how relevant you're gonna stay. So I tell everybody, if you're going to just do 10 episodes and you're going to take a 2-month break, don't do it. Because now YouTube is not going to grab you. TikTok is definitely not going to grab you. And your audience is not going to even remember who you were. Oh, you guys started that.
That's because there's so much out there, so much content.
So they're going to ask you hey, what happened? And what's the excuse? Oh, I couldn't get nobody, or some shit came up. Shit's always going to come up. Mm-hmm. I was telling my dude today that messaged me randomly, and I'm like, look, dude, I have worked for my dad. I'm a high school coach. I'm a dad. And I'm working 7 days a week because Monday through Friday, maybe Saturday if I work with my dad, but I'm podcasting Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is full content. Sunday is editing and posting, and there's no break. I literally, if you guys don't see eye bags, it's because I sleep maybe 4 to 5 hours.
But you set it up like a job, basically.
I set it up like my passion. It's my baby. In order, if you have kids, you're not gonna attend to your kid every now and then when you feel like it.
Yeah,
you're gonna be there every single time. It's a baby. Babies wake up every 2-3 hours. You gotta feed it. You gotta change it. You gotta everything. Care for it. This is our baby, and this is what we care for. And our message that we're trying to get to everybody is, we're going to be as consistent and as relevant and as helpful as we can be for as long as we could be. It's not the money. It's not the money. It's not the views. It's not the followers. We love every single one we started, we went to LA maybe under 10K. It was under 10K on TikTok. We went to LA 10 months ago. We had maybe 1,000 something, 2,000 on IG, and maybe 1,000 on YouTube. Almost 2,000. We still did it every week. So I was literally telling homeboy yesterday, I was like, bro, we did this a whole year and a half, no pay.
Yeah.
No, the ROI is nowhere near what we put into this.
Right.
I put in easily over 5 figures into this, and ongoing. It's never stopping. But it's not wasting money. I'm investing in the dream.
Yeah.
My dream is I want to help as many people as I can. And my biggest thing on here was, when I go 6 feet under, what I want to be remembered as? Someone that had the dream and aspiration to one day do it, or hey, that guy didn't help me so much and left something for everybody. That's my dream. That's what I want to be doing. My kid and I have 2 kids. My son Noah and my daughter Isla. Those are the 2 people that I want them to be good for the rest of their life. So if daddy needs to sacrifice sleep, mental health, days, weeks, whatever, I'm gonna do it. But it's because I know my overall goal and us helping everybody else with what we're doing, how we're doing it, and the guests that we have on, it's a blessing. Every day that we do this, it's a blessing, bro. So when they ask, bro, how do you do it? I love this. I'm psychotic in what I do because people are like, damn, bro, like you don't sleep. You don't. I love this too much. Like I'm a psychopath at this. I want to keep doing this, dog. Like, you're gonna put any excuse. Like, we're gonna go toe to toe, right? And you're gonna throw everything you have at me, right? And to put it in perspective, last year in January, what is it? About the 3rd week, my grandpa passed. The most toughest loss I ever did. Toughest. I recorded that Friday.
Damn.
And it was the funniest thing because I went to Costco with my girlfriend, and it took for me to walk through the alcohol aisle to be like, I gotta record. Because it was that thing. It was that in me, trigger. What he said, siempre para adelante, nunca para atrás. And in my head, I was like, never make an excuse. So, I mean, I was in my apartment, everything black, just my LED on, and I'm just there crying, chilling. And I said, not this week. And Thursday happened. I think we went like a Wednesday. Wednesday happened. Told my best friend, Friday, let's run it. Friday, we ran it. Following week, we went up north and we went to go bury my grandpa. Yeah. And never changed. October of last year, I could have stopped this, bro. I'm telling you, when I tell you right now, I could have stopped this. I lost my best friend to suicide. Suicide.
Oh, shit.
My whole point here is to help people. So how could I not help my own dude? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I questioned it, but I was like, all right, nope, gotta keep going. Now let me help those people that felt like they didn't have nobody. So when you tell me losses, or I'm giving up weekends with my kids, with family. I'm giving up days with them. Weekends is for family, but weekends is I need to go do content because during the week I don't go out. I don't go out. If anybody knows me, Monday through Friday, don't tell me to go out nowhere because I'm not going. I'm with my kids. Saturday comes, I gotta go. It's if no one's gonna do it but me. And did it. Shout out did it. And did it.
So you're genuine to your content is what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? And you said you want to help people, and when that time that you feel like you can't go and do your podcast, that's when you step it up and you say, you know, I need to because I'm gonna help people.
You gotta remember why you're doing it. So for you guys are doing this on Mondays.
Yeah, we can easily be making our day rate today, you know?
But yeah, like
we decided we're going to
close the whole shop.
Yeah.
We're just going to focus on this.
They're not lying, bro. This shit blacked out. His wife got locked out of the door out there. She couldn't see inside. And like, it's just,
like we could have easily, each guy could have made their money, you know, and we could have had a good day today. But we decided Mondays is for content because we strongly believe in that. However, we're not as consistent, and I love what you said, you know. Consistency is what is going to make the grow, you
Carlos had to sit us down and fucking yell at us to get that through our heads. Be like, we have to be consistent.
Yeah. We've had our times. Like, we'll do 3-4 months, and then boom, we just like, oh, that's enough, and then we have some.
Like, one of the viral videos, I think it was Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. Your consistency will get you motivated. If you're not motivated, stay consistent. So when I heard that a couple weeks ago, I was like, damn, fool, that's crazy. That's true, though. And like, if you're not motivated, stay consistent. So you may not like.
Mickey Johnson says that too.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
So I'm going to put you on blast right now.
Go put me, dog.
Like the gym.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, fuck,
if we're staying with the gym, right? Like, every day you don't feel motivated. What am I going to do? I'm going to stay at home, do nothing? Yeah. Hell no, I'm going to get my ass in the gym. Even if I do a bad workout, it's still a better workout than not doing nothing.
See, babe, I'm motivated now.
burn him.
Man,
If he doesn't go
Luis
today,
got me.
burn him.
Yeah, I got something.
Mata mosca.
No, that's true because I posted this one time. I said, "Damn, I did 3 days this one week." And I always stop after 3 days. I need to do 5, and then I just posted on my story, just to show that the struggle's real. Like everybody goes through this shit. If everybody didn't, everybody be like looking like you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like all musculared out.
Dripping on a Monday.
Thank you.
I meant him and Carlos. Hey, no, but the point is that I was being real,
Yeah,
like everybody goes through it. And then one of my clients, actually, we call them collectors, tattoo collectors, right? One of my collectors is like, I asked him, I said, man, the motivation is hard. He said, it's not about motivation, it's about discipline.
Yeah.
And I replied to him. And I was like, fuck, me chingas, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like the motivation can go, but it's about creating a discipline. Saying,
bro, people think you wake up motivated 24/7. Like, oh, you have an inspirational podcast. Damn, bro, you're always... Hell no, bro.
No, right?
Like, it doesn't work out that way. You find the motivation in what you love, and you find the motivation when you remember why you're doing it. You don't stay motivated when you wake up. Yeah, I come to do this because I love it. So even on the days, like, put it in perspective, Friday, a couple weeks ago, we got invited to Picolandia. First time we ever went. I took Dylan.
That's how you dancing, bro. You got some moves.
I do. Dylan does too, but
does he?
But Dylan went in Vans. My guy.
What? Rookie. That's like when I went when I was younger.
But I lost him.
Oh, what?
I lost him. He's a sensation.
Y me se lo llevaron.
Casi no me lo regresan, bro. Híjole. Someone roofied him. He don't remember. He don't remember most of the night.
Híjole.
So we went out, right? And shit, we got home stupid late. Like 2, 3 in the morning.
Damn.
We had a podcast on Saturday. Again, for me, it's like I can go out and do, but my responsibility is I need to go and do this. So told Dylan, I was like, yo, have your fun. I'm going to chill. Because it's a balance. If I'm out drinking and doing my thing, then Dylan
he knows
has
what's
me.
up, yeah.
Vice versa. And 7 in the morning, I woke up. I showered. 8 in the morning, I went to go get him. All crudo and shit, but I got him. I was like, hey, you good? He was like, nah, big guy. I was like, I got you. I was like, I got you. But I tell everybody, it's like, yo, when you really love this, no matter what the situation is, time, tired, whatever, fighting, go and do it, bro. Why? It's not my guest's fault that I went out. It's not my guest's fault the issue that I have.
Facts.
Yeah.
So when I had a bad day 2 weeks ago, I could have easily canceled. And I fucked around with her. She was shout out to Justine. I was like, hey, I gotta reschedule. I'm sorry. Oh, are you serious? I'm just kidding. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah. So what do you say to like, okay, because we've told people here, that come in and they've have inspirations about doing a podcast,
Yeah.
We tell, oh yeah, we have a podcast. And what do you guys talk about? Oh, we talk about business and tattooing, We just make
Everybody has
mix.
inspiration to do a podcast.
Right. And he's like, well, I feel like I can do it,
Yeah.
But I don't know editing. I don't know this. What do you want to say to people? Because you do your own editing, right?
Yeah, I suck, but I'm good.
No, but obviously you don't.
Like, I'm not like this guy right here. I'm sure he's gonna teach you something.
But tell him though. Tell the people like, if you really want this, you learn it, right? You could easily.
Yeah,
I love that.
like that ASMR for you didn't do
For
it.
real, man.
I would have been
Hold
great
on.
for the content.
Right? I would tell that before all the time. Like, hey, what's up? This is Ricky.
Bro, he said ASMR. I was like, is that a sex thing or what?
But it's not about sex. See where he goes? See where he goes?
The way you
It's-
said it, man.
Slow down, big guy.
Yeah,
Slow
that's
down.
all about. So what do you say?
No more. Echaste pa' allá.
What do you say to people with excuses as far as for podcasting, right? We have it all for fitness and career and for tattooing and business.
As it's super simple. You're always gonna find an excuse why not to do it. Find your reason why to do it, right? So if you're gonna get into a podcast, which how I said, everybody thinks they can do a podcast,
Right.
And everybody
Talk
could.
to him, bro.
Everybody could do the podcast. It's
Not everybody can though.
You could though if you have a camera
Okay,
and a microphone.
everybody can, but
Yeah.
to get to like a traction, you got to be a persona.
You have to have it in you, and you have to be, obsessed. The word I was trying to find earlier was like obsessed. I couldn't figure it out. You have to be obsessed with this. That means you cannot come and say you're gonna do a podcast 2-3 episodes, and then it didn't blow up. Of course, it's not gonna blow up, bro. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's 3 episodes. It's not even relatable yet. It's your beginning. So you can't be afraid to fail. 2, you can't be afraid to get no traction to begin with. And 3, if you think your editing sucks, it probably does.
Probably does.
But you could get better.
Yes.
I'm like YouTube University.
Yeah.
I literally, like, my girlfriend will not tell you lies of how many times me and her just stood, like, we turn on the TV and we're just laying down. I'm watching how to edit on the camera, watching what's the best editing thing for audio, and I'm trying to find what's the best, at that time, what was the best microphone for what I was going to do. And we spent hours and days before we even got one out. And I still do this.
But what you said right there is people don't even know that.
Yeah.
They don't know they can jump on YouTube and find all this together.
They don't know or they don't want to.
They don't want to.
That's the thing.
We
Or
can
maybe
make
a combination of both, to be honest.
I won't be very blunt. People will make the excuses of why X amount of reason why they can't. If they can't go to the gym, right? So when someone tries to tell me, damn,
Keep
bro.
bringing that one up.
Damn, dog. I'm focused, bro.
When someone tries to tell me,
you know what, Luis?
podcast done, bro. When someone tries to say, like, I don't have time. So not even talking about, I just don't have time.
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, tell me about your day. Oh, well, and one of the things, I'm here at the gym. I go to work. I have homework, X amount of reasons, whatever the case is. I'm like, how long are you here in the gym for? Like 2 hours. There you go. I was like, sacrifice a little bit, because it was like an eyelash business. Sacrifice a little bit. Take this hour, go do what you need to do. All you need is your phone. Like, if you think you need a camera, which are amazing, to start, you don't. You need a phone. To blow up, you just need a phone. And what time? Then we don't want to have this conversation, because that means you think you value time. You do not value time. Time is everything. So if I gotta lose a little bit of sleep to make this dream possible, I'm gonna do it, bro. That's my characteristic that I have that other either podcasters or other people don't have, is I'm willing to sacrifice everything to make this shit work. So if you're gonna start this podcasting world, know your audience, know what you're trying to target, know your topics that you can do in and out. And, over time, you're going to change them a little bit, but you're always going to have your base, and never give up. Like, we didn't record with blue checks for the longest. We sometimes get people that have 500,000 or more TikTokers, YouTubers. Look, I think it's like 40 episodes. For 40 episodes, we maybe had 1 TikToker.
Yeah.
2 people that were popping. Never changed. It's just, if you have a goal, go and do it. And if you think this is only for the moment, then don't do it, because this is not for the moment. It's a longevity. You said you guys are already on 2 years. I'm going on 2 years. Other podcasts that I've been on, 4 years.
Wow.
And we've had the same conversation. I'm like, damn, bro, like, we just love this. We love this. Like,
That's the only reason why we keep doing it, because we do look forward to a break in our tattooing.
Yeah.
And we just set up this.
It's because
you're
meant for bigger.
Yeah.
I can work with my dad and be a coach for the rest of my life. But I know I'm not, that's not all I'm good for. I'm not just for that for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I live my life with a purpose. Like, I found my gift, and I'm going to use, Steve Harvey said it the best, your gift will pave the way. So I'm like, all right, because I don't want to be 40, 50 years old and talk about, one day, bro, I was wishing I would have done this. I'm like, what do you mean, dog?
Yo, what you just said right there, that's Gary Vee. Because that's my mentor, Gary Vee. I follow him from 2011. And one thing he said is, like, he used to spend time with older people at the retirement centers.
Yeah.
And not one of them would say, man, I wish I had that extra house. I wish I had that extra car. I wish I had gotten 3 more cars. I wish I had gotten this amount of money. They never, that wasn't their regrets. Their regret was, man, I wish I did what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in my car working at a school district, and I said, fuck, he's right.
Yeah.
And he had said this prior, you know what I mean? Sometimes we listen through one ear, goes out the other, because we're not ready to hear it, like you said.
Yeah.
So that's why it's got to be repeated so many times.
Yeah.
And when I heard it this one time, I just went to my lady. I said,
clicked.
hey, I'm done with this job. I need to go do my thing.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you say that. You know what I mean? But sometimes we have to figure that out.
I can tell you right now, I don't have any stone unturned. Everything I've been through prior to doing this and being in social media, I don't regret it. Yeah, I may have fucked up, been a piece of shit at one point, still am sometimes. But
It's a lesson.
But you know, Kevin Gates said it best. I'm him.
Yeah.
Like it's funny now that we have a bigger platform. People want to talk a little bit more. And, oh man, do you remember I'm like, I'll tell you, bro. I'll tell you I was this, because I coach high school, right? And I coach high school girls. So I went to high school with some of their older siblings.
Oh man.
So one of them, funny as shit, last year, one of my players and stuff, and she was like, "Hey, my cousin said she knows you." I was like, "For real? Who?" Told me the name. It's like, "Yeah, she said you used to be a cheater in high school." I'm like, "Damn, she was right though." I was like, "Damn, she was right though."
Damn,
she was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not with that person anymore."
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not ashamed of who I was, bro. Yeah, maybe if I could have changed it, yeah, but I was just, because I did that, now I'm here.
Yeah.
And when I say, how I said earlier, most organic, most authentic, it's because I say everything that I did, and I say everything that I'm supposed to, and I say everything about me. So if anybody's gonna talk anything about me, oh, what do you gotta say, bro? Oh, episode 51, go check it out. It's right there. They're gonna be like, oh, it's because, bro, your words can't hurt me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hurt when it comes to the podcast. Like, oh, Eric, fuck, what did I do? But I go back, I'm like, nah, it wasn't me.
You remind me of a clip where Gary Vee says about Eminem's movie The 8 Mile, where at the end, you know, he's in the challenge and he just says everything that the opponent is gonna say about him.
Yeah.
So he just lets it out. Like, this is who I want. This is who I am. Right. So once everything, you know, you expose everything that you are about yourself, what else people got to say about you? That's it.
2, 3.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're speaking a lot of facts, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, it's over time, bro. It's literally over time, learning everything and watching other people that are really doing it. You have to be ready to take in the advice. You got to be ready to learn, and you have to be ready for whatever comes your way.
Yeah.
So I actually told my uncle the other day, I'm like, every time I make an action, I know my consequence before I make it. Am I good with the consequence? Yeah. Then I just run it. But if I'm not, then why the fuck am I doing it? So they're just like, yeah. It's like, bro, like, come on. If you're going to go out drinking, you know the repercussion.
Yeah.
You're going to get drunk, hungover, possibly DUI, and possibly kill somebody. Same thing if you're going to go out and cheat on somebody. What's the repercussion? You're going to get caught. Don't be crying because you got caught.
Yeah.
Because you knew that what was going to happen if that happened.
You knew the repercussions, but
it's just we don't want to accept them.
Yeah.
It is what it is at this point.
No, that's true, man. And
Ya valió verga. 3 shots in, I'm like, fuck.
You're like anymore.
It is what it is, yeah.
No, but dude, like, you've been hitting all those points, man. The genuineness comes out from you, and I'm glad to hear what I see in your podcast, you know, that's who you are, you know.
Yeah.
And we could have just easily been like, oh, we're doing our podcasting, but we sought after somebody that's doing it. And we had a meeting, like 4 days ago. And we said, look, the next time we're interviewing, let's ask him how he did it, you know, because it's somebody who's doing it and we're humble enough to say that, you're killing it,
Appreciate you.
So
Appreciate
any
you
tips
guys.
you give us as a podcast that we have, is greatly like accepted.
I'll say this on here, be on TikTok.
I know, right?
I'm gonna put this on. So now it's on there. So it's not. You're in as much as people say we're not in competition, we are in competition. Because I want to be the best podcast. You guys want to be the best podcast. I want to be the most motivational. You guys want to be the most motivated. Like there is.
Well, we're in competition for attention, right?
Yeah.
We want the attention of people.
Yeah,
right?
and then at the same time, it does feel good when you get like some sort of recognition, right? Like you hit these numbers this day. Hey, this person hit these numbers. But the one thing is, like, you never want to be selfish, and like not everybody can win.
It could be a friendly competition. You know
Yeah, like if you're not competitive, then what the fuck are you doing this for? Yeah. Like tattooing, you want to be the best. Like you go to a show, you want to make sure you win because you brought the best talent out there.
Yeah.
We always say, like, we want to be one of the best tattoo shops in the Inland Empire. And we say anybody can get a tattoo,
Yeah.
right? Anybody can go and choose an artist and get a tattoo.
But nobody could get an iconic tattoo.
But nobody can come and get the experience that we have. And it
well.
shows, dude, like we're 5 stars on Google and Yelp
Yeah.
because we give a fuck. Like we really, as soon as somebody comes in, no less than 5 seconds, hello, how can we help you?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you look at our studio. It doesn't look intimidating at all, right?
I don't know. I want to get tatted right now.
There you go. We'll do it. You know, our windows, it doesn't have a lot of graphics. It's open.
Yeah.
You know, it's open. It's just, it creates an environment where like anybody can come in.
This is your home.
Yeah.
You want people to feel welcomed, and you want to make sure by the time they leave that place, they feel good and they want to come back. And you built that relationship too. Not that was a piece of shit.
Yeah, well,
right
most
there.
of our clients are here for 8 to 10 hours. You know what I mean? So it has to be their home.
But why is that? Why is it because?
Well, we do mostly full sessions here.
Yeah, we usually do big pieces.
Yeah.
So like even if you can knock it down in a couple hours, you still take that long?
Well, usually all the pieces we do takes about a full day to 3 sessions.
Did you have a crier before?
We have criers. We have people that pass out. We have people that we've never had anybody that's quit. That's crazy, you know? They'll pass out, but they'll continue
Carlos, no, I'm just kidding.
going. We don't want to talk about Carlos. But most of us, there's 5 artists in here, and 2 of them do smaller work, but 3 of us do like full days.
Nah, but I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
congratulations, because
Appreciate it,
even
man.
having and owning something, it's not easy, dog. Like I heard it. I don't even know who said it, but they said if you make your dream a business, you're never gonna give it up.
Yeah.
You could, you always can, but you find it like so. I have a Toast of Life LLC.
Mhm.
When they were like, this is cool. I'm like, fool, it's serious. It's an LLC. It's for the business. It's for the business, dog. Let me tell you right
You can
now.
write off the Happy Dads.
Yeah.
Dude, we've had podcasts, you know, coming on sitting where you're at and
Yeah.
telling us about the corporations and all that, you know?
Yeah.
That's another part of the business that we don't know. Nobody's ever taught us, you know what I'm
Yeah.
Well, I think people don't see it as a business. You know what I mean?
It's because it's such.
Yeah, social media.
Think about all these big people. There is Steve Will Do It LLC, Full Send, Duno's World. All these people made their names a business. Now their name is
brand.
worth X amount of money. So it's just like, bro, like, why can't we do the same thing? Because we're from where? Doesn't matter where you're from. You can all be this. So it's like you said something earlier. You want to be the best in the IE, but why just generalize yourself to an IE? Why not the whole San Bernardino County, LA County, or the state of California? So that's why I tell everybody, I'm like, we're a Toast Life podcast. We don't have a resume of who exactly we're having on. We can have anybody. I was like, I don't want to be the best I want to be the best.
The best.
So now I'm not generalized to just one thing. I'm going for everybody. Like, you guys watch boxing?
A little bit. Not too much.
What Gervonta Davis said in his last fight? Said
Carlos.
You watched it?
What do you say?
Gervonta Davis? Did you watch him in the last fight?
That's the guy under Mayweather?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you
It
say?
was like the Glock is off safety. Nobody's safe.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes, I'm coming for everybody.
No,
Glock is off
believe me,
safety.
we're coming for everybody too. But we're like, you know, we know that it takes steps. You know what I'm saying? And before you want to become like the best out of state, you got to be a best out of region. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of like,
You got to be the best you. If you're the best you, your results show.
that's true.
Like, if you come in 100%, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Nothing.
Yeah.
You're the best you. Like, maybe today someone just didn't have a great day and it took it out on you. But if you're good with yourself every time you go to sleep or wake up, then how are you losing? If the most important people in your life look at you the way you want them to look at you because you help them, inspire them, whatever, then you're winning. You're not meant for everybody, and not everybody is meant for you. So that's one thing I had to learn the hard way, that I'm not meant for everybody out here.
Yeah.
Like, sounds really fucked up, but I can show you guys on my list of where I get listens. My own city doesn't really listen.
What?
It's like bottom.
Montana or Baldwin Park?
Nah, Fontana's good, bro.
Fontana's good.
Fontana's good.
They like
I can
it.
say I'm from Fontana because my ID says Fontana, but Baldwin Park, it's bottom.
Yeah.
Like, we have a shit ton of listens, and it's like bottom 20,
Wow.
which is bottom 20 means either 1 or 1%. And I'm like, dang, that's gacho, bro. What's
You
going
think
on
it's
there?
because the people that know you don't want to fuck with you?
Yeah, like
Right?
if they watch it, I hope you do because so we went to a pop up.
Drop it, please.
Yeah,
Drop
so
it.
we went. I'm petty. Littlest gonna hate me. So we went to a pop up in Baldwin Park for Jorge and Adri. They did their first pop up, and I'm like, oh shit, they're in our city. We're gonna pull up too.
Yeah.
It was me. I had my son. I had Dylan, and I had my little sister with me. I'm nobody big, bro, for sure. To me, I'm nobody big. And 2 weeks passed. We went to the pod. Yeah, it was 2 weeks past. And that person that was with me told me, hey, this person said they saw you. And I was like, oh, did you say hi to him? Nah, he's too big-headed. He's too famous now. I'm like, how are you telling me that when I have my son asleep in a carriola, bro? Like I'm literally vibing with everybody. We're chilling.
Right.
I'm like, but it's cool, you know? Like everybody's, maybe they're just mad at themselves because we're from the same city, same high school, same everything. But I'm out here.
Yeah.
While maybe you hate your fucking job. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you work a dead-end job that you never you don't wake up excited for. I don't know that. But I'm just like, that's cool. You know,
Yeah.
I'll tell them I said hi next time you see them.
Así empiezan los chismes.
Yeah, nah, because they did. See when I say the cheese mess?
Yeah.
Hey, did you know he used to? And she's like, ¿Y qué tiene? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll admit it too. What the fuck? Like, you can
Right.
I don't care. I think that's what's scary for a lot of people is when you don't care.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, so you don't care? You don't care about that? I'm like,
Yeah.
They got nothing on you.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I think once we get to that point of self-awareness that we just don't care about what other people think,
Mhm.
you know, that's when you can be your true you, and you can have, and it opens up a whole world. You know what I'm saying?
Confidence.
That confidence level.
You guys
And it takes
confident?
a lot. I'm very confident in myself. Even, you know, with the extra pounds and everything.
Hey, dad balls are in right
Hey,
now, big guy.
bro, you know? But, you know, I'm different. You know, I'm married. I have a beautiful wife. You know, I'm not out
She
there.
loves
for
you
that.
so much.
Oh, she loves me. She takes care of me. Right, mama? But you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I try to instill on a lot of people that I come across. Like, just you know, be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have our faults, but we're always working towards them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me, on the other hand, I'm working on it.
He's working on it.
I'm
You know?
working on it. I used to be very shy, to a point where I can't even be on camera.
Serio?
Yeah, I had to talk to him, be like, hey, dude, post yourself more on. And then now we have a little.
Then I'm gonna put you in the room with Dylan because he's the same fucking way.
But I think it's a
Nah, I
transition.
think
No,
it's you and
everybody
Dylan
has.
and me. Same shit.
Now we have this thing with him where he goes, all right, guys. You know what I mean? And we have this
Yeah.
thing because we know he's trying to beat that.
Yeah. I've been doing it for Dylan right now too. I'd be doing the videos for him, and I'm like, "Fool, just post it or collaborate with me, please." And he does it, and I'm just like, he's like, "Damn, fool, I just came out sick." I was like, "Fool, I told you."
Oh my God, it sounds like you, fool. 'Cause I tell him, like, hey, look, we recorded this. Oh, I like that one, you know? But
He
it just
does it.
takes that step. And,
Yeah.
you know, I don't pressure him, you know? I tell him, like, whenever you're ready, bro, you'll realize. Once you get to a state where you're like, I mean, we're close. We know, you know, we're not like fully. Everybody has their little, like, resistance.
all the time.
But to get to a point where you're like, fuck everybody what they think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like,
Like, you're just going to do you.
you're always
It's-
gonna have-
It opens up so many.
You're always gonna
fucking-
have that self doubt,
Yeah.
but at one point you gotta be like, I've said it on the podcast. You're a bad motherfucker. Like no matter what happens,
Facts.
so you are like no one puts on your own shoes,
Mhm.
and I'm a man, you're a man.
Self-awareness, right?
Self-awareness. Like if you let other people dictate how your life is gonna be run, of course you're never gonna be happy. But until you take full fucking reins of it, it'll be like
Would you say you've been a confident person from the get?
never.
Right?
Never.
It's a certain point where you hit.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what took me to break my confidence? I had to hang out with cholos in my senior year, and we went out to Whittier, and I was like, why the fuck are these ugly ass fools getting bitches? You know what I'm saying? Because their
Watch them
confidence
watching
game.
this.
No, shout out to my homies. I'll tell them, Chato, what's up, dog? If you're watching this, hey, but because they had confidence in themselves, but
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't ugly, right? But it was a numbers game for them. They knew they couldn't get everybody,
Yeah.
but they just tried. Bro, the next day I went back to high school. I was just like, I was a new kid, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I used to be self-conscious of me being dark, you know, because I'm Mexican in Azusa,
Yeah.
a little dark, you know what I mean?
Stigmas,
Yeah.
for sure.
So, but after I experienced that, it took me a little while. I was like, what the fuck? It's all in our head. You
It
know what I'm
is
saying?
everything. Now, I mean, elementary and shit. I was a fat boy just trying to be cool. Like I went body shots with some fool in the restroom because it was cool.
Fucking body shots.
Right?
I remember that.
Let's go bodies, fool. Let's go bodies. So
Carlos, you remember that?
and the funniest shit,
I feel like I'm out of this conversation.
one of the dudes, one of my friends at one of my friends during that time fucking went body shots in the restroom.
Can you please describe for all our people over 40? Can you
So
describe
when
what
you go
body shots?
It's when you're afraid to fight someone to get hit in the face, so you just hit each other like just the chest and stomach.
No, mom, it's for real.
Swear to God.
And you just go at it?
Yeah, you just go at it. You're just like,
Also, so you don't get caught when you're in the bathroom, and then you get out. It's like
you're not bleeding
Yeah,
or
you're not
anything.
So you're bruised the fuck up right here, but
Yeah.
not in the face.
Not really- come on. At that time, we're not really hitting.
Oh,
but
okay.
so that happened for that. Another teacher came into the room. You, and you come here. We're like, what the fuck? Why? This is what you did. Went to the office full. I cried because they called my mom. My mom was the scariest ever, dog.
I think you were more scared.
Like, are you serious? Vas a ver cuando llegamos a la casa. I'm like,
you got home, put on like 3 shirts.
dude, we're like sitting. We're sitting in the
For the patty?
Yeah.
we're sitting.
Hey, bro.
putting the phone book.
No, mom.
Wait.
That's a good technique.
3 socks.
You come out like this.
¿Qué puedes dar? Yeah.
Wow,
Pero
bro.
¿por qué tienes suerte, güey?
After you put it on, you pretend to go to sleep.
You're just right there. Despiértate.
No. And then when you get hit, ow.
Nah, and then Mexican parents, if it doesn't hurt you, they're like, all right, we're gonna take this shit up a notch.
Oh,
So-
wow, I cry.
So I technically didn't get fit into junior high because at that point they make you fucking run. So I was like, I want to be fit. High school, same thing. I played sports, so I had that confidence. But I took it even further because even after that, I always just try to fit in. This is why I bought fucking 3 cars when I didn't even fucking pay not one off. And I was upside down in every single fucking car because I tried to fit in because I thought having the best and fastest car was the most attractive to everybody. Like we did pendejadas. Like I was 18, 19. We would get hotels, go to the club, Pomona. 18, you can get in.
Of course.
You can get in at 18. Just an X, and I gotta wash it off.
Yeah. What was it? I never been there. I just heard that's the spot.
Which is the other one, the one in the Pico.
Pico.
Oh,
Rodeo.
the one that
See,
goes down?
my days was Rodeo and Potrero.
Portrero.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to be their DD.
He used to, yeah, me and his older brother, we'd
Yeah.
go party like from Thursday to fucking Monday.
Jesus.
I was fucking 15, 16.
He was
right.
he
with
was
the
the driver.
necks, and I'll be the same thing in the bathroom trying to wash it off.
Oh yeah, the guy right there, like, you need a napkin? Oh yeah, hold on, washing that shit off. But it took until, I mean, having my son to change. I was like, I lived at my parents the whole time prior to that, and my thing was like, all right, I was making money, but they didn't have a savings.
You were wasting as soon as you're making it.
Oh yeah, that was pendejadas, bro. Pendejadas. But I was like, look, I can't have a kid, have a girl, have this type of car, and live at home. Because now I'm balling, but I'm going back to my parents' house. Yeah. My parents were probably gonna charge me what, like maybe $500 a month.
Damn,
So
they're expensive. I paid $300.
Damn, fool. They liked
Hey,
you.
they
They liked you.
Yeah,
They did. Dog. They liked you.
He was the oldest. He was the middle child. That's why.
See, I'm the only guy, so I was chiquiado. Like my mom, little frijoles, some food, chilling. But I made the decision. I was like, look, and I went apartment hunting without telling my parents.
Oh shit!
So we signed a lease, and then we decided to tell them, hey, we're pregnant. We're moving out on this day. So it was a double whammy at one time. They were like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, like, I know you're mad. We're
They
pregnant.
didn't know whether to hug you or hit you.
Yeah, my mom walked away. She was like, walked away because we were in a Cabo prior to that, and my girlfriend wasn't drinking. Obviously, we found out prior to going, so we went to Cabo. I'm over here fucking pounding, and she's just, oh, can I get a? And my mom just kind of looking at her, and I always made that comment. Drunk me was, it's because she's pregnant, mom.
Yeah.
And she's
Now
like,
it backfired you.
looking. So when I told my mom was like,
Ya sabía.
Ya sabía. She's like, ¿qué vas a hacer? I was like, well, look, the 21st, we're leaving. And things changed. We didn't move out at that perfect time. We went back out and when I say I don't celebrate my birthdays, because to me, I'm blessed to just have another year and I'm good. Like, I don't need to throw a party with 100 motherfuckers that don't care about me just to party. Like, I moved out on my birthday.
Wow.
We went to a sushi restaurant because everyone, but you had to. I'm like, this is my celebration, bro. Like, I'm moving out of my parents' house. I got no furniture. I don't want to spend on anything else. But I went from not paying a single rent, just paying my car and my insurance and my phone, to paying almost $3,000 in rent. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But it taught me everything.
And it just shows, because you are young, man. You know what I'm saying? You're 26?
26.
26, bro. And you have that self-awareness early on.
Yeah.
What age was that when you...
23 when I moved.
23.
Turned 23 when I moved.
You had a quick self-awareness, like, you know what? I need a change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody has their own times, right? Some
Have to.
people... Me, I had that when I was 30. You know what I'm saying? I stayed at home until I was 30. I was milking this shit. You know? Because I was cool with my parents. You know what I'm saying?
Frijoles every day.
Fuck yeah. Hey, gorditas.
¿Qué vamos a hacer ahora más?
Yeah.
Waking up on a Saturday morning. ¿Cómo estamos?
Hey, I miss those gorditas every morning now because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna
Some
make
carne
some
in the
bomb.
morning.
Chile
Mom,
molcajete,
I'm
you know
coming
what
home
I'm
right
saying?
now.
Sheesh, shout out to the moms, right?
Best thing after a cruda, los chilaquiles.
But after the putiza.
That's true too.
Yeah, after the putiza. My dad is like an enforcer, but it's my mom, bro. My mom is that. Are you serious? Wait, there was one time I really fucked up in high school. In freshman year, she went to high school after I got out of school to go pick me up. And we walked back home. She's just not even a word. I'm like, fuck. As soon as that door opens, yeah, as soon as that door opened, wow, boom. I had to fucking run around the table like, ven pa' acá. I was like, fuck, dog, take it. But, I mean, because she did all that, now I understand a lot of things. Yeah. I always used to fight my dad on not being around because he worked. And my thing was like, when I get older, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that. I understood my dad now. Now I'm just like, now I know why he did this. Now I know the sacrifice. Now I know all those days you missed. And I'm like, I'm in the midst of it. So I'm just like, thank you. So when I tell my dad thank you, that was just like, más quiero que estés bien. I'm like, I got you, Dad. I got you.
Bro, you need to interview your dad then.
I don't think I'm ready for it.
No? Puro tears?
Puro tears,
Yeah.
bro. Puro tears for sure. Because one of my, shout out Cuco, he's the one that told me, he's like, hey, you should get your jefe, bro. Your jefe is really, like, I know he is.
Bro.
I'm like,
for all your community, I think that would be like.
I cried with a 10-year-old kid because he reminded me of my son.
I saw that with the owner
with
of
Gage, owner of Self-Made Rancho, and I'm looking at it, I was like, you're thinking of my son, dog. I was like,
I think we need to interview our parents one day, bro. They would be like, you're nervous as hell, but I think
I want to give my dad the whole experience. Go to LA, come out to my scenario.
Yeah.
And I want to give you that.
Yeah, just submerge them in the whole experience of this.
Yeah.
Take them out after?
Nah. We go home. I'll send them home. Because my mom, bro, like, it's the dynamic me and my dad have, it's good now. We're good. We both understand each other and how we do things, but yeah, I don't think I'm ready for it. I think I'll be too emotional.
Yeah, with time, you know?
It's because every time he tells me about it, we're drinking and he gets super emotional about it.
Has he ever said, hey, are you going to have me in there?
No, never. Never.
When it does happen, I think you guys will be ready.
Yeah, like
because he'll get to a point where, like, you know, this is serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I show him my numbers now, and I show him like what we're doing, the messages and stuff like that, and he's just like,
Cuando salgas en Univision.
Imagine we come out there and primer impacto.
Primer impacto. El gordo y la flaca? Oh, it's official, fool. It's official when you're out there.
Nah, we gotta get Don Francisco out of retirement.
Yeah, I know.
Bring him back.
Hey, that was
there
Sundays.
or Alarma TV.
Alarma
Taking
que
it
used to
back.
be
You're taking it back.
annoying though to
Yeah.
me, like 'cause they would
Really?
be so exaggerated. But
Yeah.
Dude, I
I
still
mean-
want to go to a Jerry Springer show.
do you?
I really do. I want to travel over there just to be,
You'd be like, yeah,
and then,
Springer.
and then talk shit to the end.
Hey, but what was the Spanish Jerry Springer? ¿Cómo se llamaba ese?
Jose
Jose
Luis.
Luis.
Jose Luis sin censura.
Que salga desgraciado. And then it's all the cholos that coming out just ready to go. The funniest shit when the girls are fighting. That's the funniest shit.
Nah,
ever.
but soon you'll be there, man. You're doing something. I mean, dude, you're the same person I expected
Thank you.
to meet, bro.
Appreciate
And
you.
that tells a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
Watched a lot of your content. It's deep, and then you're funny, and it just has that dynamic. How you say, you know?
Yeah.
And you have a lot of slogans too. I like that. You know what I'm saying? You have, every friend has an expiration date,
Yeah.
right? You said that one.
They
What
do.
was the other one? The beast one? Demons.
Oh, fighting your demons.
Fighting your demons. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I don't think you meant to bring those out as you're just saying you know.
It's just
and
it's the like after every like this what we're doing here. And again, I appreciate you guys for having me on. Like there's things that I'm gonna remember. Like damn, bro, we just said that. And usually like I'm gonna post a video of me, but I'll do it until end of the week because my guests have that platform first.
so
Yeah.
I'm second to it all. Like I'll let them have everything first. And then I know what I'm gonna say is gonna do good regardless because it's just social media. But it's the moment of the conversation and the way it goes that people will hear it when they need to, and they'll come across it when they most needed it. And that's the way I think about social media at all. Like my message or this video is gonna hit you when the most you needed it.
Mhm.
And yeah, I get comments of, man, it came at the right time. And they always hit me with I know you may never read this, but I just want to tell you. And then I reply, yo, what's up?
and they're like, what the
I'm
hell?
like, thank you for, and they're just like, oh my God. And I'm just like, nah, bro, like we're regular people.
Yeah.
I'm a regular person.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me at Costco. You're gonna see me at, wherever at the gym. And I didn't know. I'm like, bro, I would love to conversate with every single one person because of the audience that we all have is why we're here.
Facts.
If it wasn't for them, then the platform wouldn't have been where it's at now. And if that didn't grow, then for sure I wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
Because, and then how you said, because you can tell when someone's bullshitting, you can tell when someone's serious about it. And you never want to have someone on that's going to disregard your own purpose. That's one thing I always tell everybody. Like, you may not have a blue check, but if your purpose is very clear what you're trying to do, then you're made for this. But if you're not, if you're only doing memes and posting money and bottles and all that good stuff, man, there's another podcast for that one, not mine. But it's cool, like I'm very authentic in what we do, so I post every little thing. I post when we're out, I post when we shotgun, I post when we party, I post this, I post that. I let everybody see what we do, so when the moment you see me doing something that's not on camera, I don't want nothing to ever come back to me that, oh, well, you don't post that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everybody sees my life. They don't see certain things, but everything they're gonna see it.
You're an open book. You know what's crazy? Like taking it back to how you said you're leaving things for your kids and all that.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about how crazy it is gonna be that your kids will be able to watch this when they're older, when you're gone, and actually remember the time that you were at this point?
Oh, damn.
Damn, right?
So my kids are gonna see me when I was like overweight, and then now when I, because I'm gonna get fit, right? I'm gonna get fit 2023. Luis made me. No, but that's true though. That's a different aspect. I never thought because we're documenting all this.
We're in a different generation. Like, what did people have before? Photos?
Drink more, fool. That was a good question.
For real, huh? Hey, for real.
I got me thinking, bro. That's
because you think about it. You have a daughter and a son, right?
yeah.
And they can just jump on and search Luis.
I think that's
so it's impactful.
that's the one. Oh, my kids are so sensitive to me, dog. That's the one thing. When they're old enough to know and see it, is that they know that when everything I've done is for them. Like, I'm alive because of my kids. Like, my daughter's name is Genevieve Isla. Isla means to better. She bettered me. My son is my first one, and my son came at the perfect time in my life. And I mean, it's tough, dog, because now my son knows. Now my son knows, like, we were home, I think it was last week. Damn it hit me because I needed to edit because I always start editing like on Wednesdays. And I was like, hey, you want to go in the other room? And Daddy needs to work. Daddy, no podcast. I was like, wait, what? He was like, no. I was like, but Daddy, no podcast. So I was like, damn, dog, like, what do you mean? And when I had a moment a couple weeks ago is because now my son knows when I'm out. So he's like, oh, Daddy is at the podcast. So when he said this to me, like, I went outside for a whole hour and I cried. I'm like, all right, bro, this was 2. He's 2 years old.
Yeah.
He's about to be 3 in February. My daughter's going to be 1 in January. And I'm literally sacrificing everything I possibly can right now to make sure I don't have to do this for the next 3-4 years and be away. Because my dad did it. My dad, because of what he has done, he's worked forever and he wasn't around. I thank him for everything he did because he's giving me the opportunity to do this. And I just know I need to work smarter. So my dad can rest because I still have a little sister. My dad can spend time with my mom. And then so I can spend time with my kids and I can take them. Like one of the biggest things from like Gage, his dad Dre, he was in the army. So he was away a lot. He was like, I have the ability to pick up and drop off my son every day. I'm like, damn. So you asking that question, like, it hits me. It hits me because those are the fuel to my thing. That right now I miss a lot. I'm not gonna lie. When someone tells me I'm a great dad, I'm gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you no because I'm not around that much. Like I'm with my kids when I get home, but come weekends, when I gotta go do something, where's Dad?
But I feel like they'll be able to understand that now because especially seeing your content compared to how you said with you and your dad, you didn't see that till you went through it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I didn't even see the importance of how you said just documenting.
Yeah.
Because I have a video, but my son, I'm not gonna show my son. I'm fucking drunk.
Right.
What are they gonna see? But he's gonna see that, that phrase that my grandpa walked so I can run. My dad ran so I can sprint. And then it goes full circle. Tough times make tough men. Tough men make easier times make weak men. And it's just a full-on circle. So my dad sprinting, or he walked so I could run. I'm trying to run so my son can sprint. But I want to make my son work. Yeah, right. I'm not, like, I'll give him a good life for sure. But I feel better cut the grass every week just to make sure he gets his Sunday lunch or whatever. Like, he wants to take out a car, cool. Make sure you wash that shit. Make sure you're working because now you have options. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just give you like everything all at once and give you daddy's credit card to go, nah, fuck no. Work and I'll deposit. And if you don't pick up your cans or you don't cut the grass, then you're not gonna give it to you. Right away.
Well, that what you describe right there is like me, like 3-4 years ago, I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna work my ass off, so because I'm not seeing them right now. My wife was stay-at-home mom at the time.
Yeah,
she didn't have the gym at the time, but I said, I'm gonna work my ass off. So right now they need you more than they need me. You know what I'm saying? They're 2, 3, 4, whatever. Right now they're 8 and 9, babe. 8 and 9.
Left you
7 and 8.
Left me. 7 or 8. But they're an older, right? Where I can interacting with them now more, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm able to go take them to school in the morning if I want. I can make my schedule around them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'll bust my ass to get to that point.
Yeah.
And you're on the right track, dude. In no time, you're just gonna be able to have that time with your kids, and it'll happen. You know what I'm saying?
How that saying goes: sacrifice now, so later you can live in. Damn, lost it.
Where you want to be,
so you can live in your wealth later, bro. And the whole thing is like you want to make sure you take care of everybody, right? But me trying to take care of everybody is only the people that were around me at the time that I was at my lowest. Only the people that supported me when this wasn't a for sure thing. Right now, it's still not a for sure thing, but I'm making it to the point where this is, in fact, profitable. It is reassuring. It is everything. So when I stop working, like right now, YouTube, audio, everybody listening on there is doing their thing because they fuck with us, and I could be wherever I'm at with my family. Plus, I can get enough revenue to give out to other people to help them in a blessing day. You know, I see videos from all these other TikTokers that are blessing with 500. This. Obviously, they're partnering with people that do it, but I want to do that shit out of my pocket. You know what I mean? Like I want to go to the street vendor that's selling flowers outside, and how many do you have? And we did it twice already. Hey, just give me all of them. They're just like, what? I'm like, yeah, just give me all. Put them right here. I don't have that many people to give them to, but now you charge me whatever.
But you just helped him for his day. You don't have to be out there for 8 hours.
And now he gets to go home.
Exactly.
And I want to be able to do that to anybody at the right time. Like there's people that can take the blessing. There's people that just can't.
But I've seen people take advantage of that too, where they just want it for the likes, the views,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, but I mean that's why when I say we stay open with vlogs and all that, then you know people are gonna know us personally, and if you interact, you know my intentions. And if I can give you a gem with that conversation we just had, and within the 5-10 minutes, then I did my job.
Would you ever do a Luis Verduzco blog of your day life?
I do have one. I just don't post. I posted twice.
Okay.
But I have one ready to go. But when I say we live in the moment, we live in the moment. Like once the cameras are off for us in the podcast, I want to enjoy my time.
No, I hear you.
Now we're getting into like, hey, record this. Hey, didn't record this. Hey, let me record this for us. Because I started a different YouTube channel without the intentions of even doing anything, and it got like 500 subs. I'm like, damn, people really watch.
Dude, 500 subs is a lot.
Yeah, like, and I was just like,
More than us, fucker.
I was like, damn, that's random. And then the views did cool. And I was like, all right, so people really want to see this. But it just...
But it's like anything. You have to have a structure. You have the toast of life. That's your bread and butter. That's your focus right now.
You need to have a structure, and you got to make sure that you're not overexerting yourself with everything.
Yeah.
If my whole time is here, and if I try to give a little bit here, then I'm taking away from this side. Yeah. Like I have 2 TikToks. The podcast is at 177, about to hit today. And my personal one, it's 20,000.
Damn.
And they both blew up they both hit 10K at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but you're gonna see where I put all my effort into. The other one is just for mamadas. Yeah, mamadas. Me drinking or me dancing and fucking the tias and the moms hit it. Oh my God, this. What's up? What up with you? But it's the content, bro. It's just content. But because of the podcast, everybody fell in love with everything else, and it's growing. That's the purpose.
So you focus on one, and that spreads the love to everything else.
Yeah. Yo, people, and when they fall in love with what you're doing, they'll follow you for everything else you're doing. Yeah. So especially you guys are podcasters, but tattoo artists. People want to fuck with you here, and they really want to fuck with you in tattoos. And if it's vice versa, you're hitting 2 in 1, bro. So you guys, what you guys are doing is commendable. It's inspiring because you guys are bringing light to everybody listening, but you guys are also giving other people that product by your talent that you have. So now it's a great, meaningful product that you gave me, but you know that you, because of your talent, you brought that idea to life. Yeah. And that stays with you for the rest of your life. Unless you fucking get it out. But
yeah. No, we're professionals, you know. We like to think we're tattoo professionals, and
there's a reason why that fool hit you up today. There's a reason.
Exactly. Because we take our profession serious, dude. Like we did the whole scratcher. We call them scratchers before you're a professional. You have a license. It's called a scratcher. And where you're not working at a shop or whatever, right? But now we take it like this is our daily, this is our bread for the day, you know, this is our livelihood, right?
But I think it's because we went through what we did. Like we started at the garage. We started working out of there.
Tattoo party.
No AC.
No AC.
My first tattoo was at a party.
Yeah?
Yeah. Everybody got down outside and I was over here getting my rib blasted.
A rib tattoo for
I got my last name on my rib.
Damn. I was doing smaller shit, but
yeah, my friend was like, hey, that was senior 2 in high school.
I wish.
So it got me points with everybody. Oh my god, you got that! I'm like, yeah, food wasn't the best, but,
But
so I had to I had to go redo it like a couple months later. But yeah, man. I mean, you guys are just because what you said, you had to start somewhere,
Yeah.
and that's the scariest part for everybody is starting.
Just start, man. You guys hear that from a guy who's killing it right now, and what I see is professionalism.
Thank you.
You know, like you've hit all the 5 points that I look at as far as somebody who takes it serious. You're consistent, you're genuine, like you give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
You're interactive with your clients, you know, not your clients, I'm sorry, your community.
Yeah.
You know? And above all, like you're in this for the long game. That to me, that's all professionalism, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, man. Thank you for coming in and giving us and introducing us to Happy Dads, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Happy
like
Dads
Buzz.
Day.
I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling. I almost wanted to cry.
It's still daytime outside, you know this.
I was like, these are dangerous.
I mean,
stock up.
any last words you want to say, man, to our viewers right here at the podcast? Like,
if you have a dream, no matter what it is, just make sure you put everything into it, and you take all the blows that is about to come at you. There's going to be great times, there are going to be bad times, and there might be more bad times than good times, but those good times will outweigh those bad times. So once you go through that dark cloud that you're facing through right now, that life isn't really going good, trust me, there's sun at the end. And once you get to that point, you'll be fine. Everything always works out for the best and the way it's supposed to. So make sure you fucking give it your all and don't live with life with regret.
Close it out, Josh. Damn, we can't add more to that. That's boom, drop the jam right there.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast today with Luis. Go ahead and check out his podcast, A Toast to Life.
Toast to Life podcast.
And his TikTok and his Instagram.
Official_Duzco.
Yeah.
For all the tias, your moms, make sure you go there. But it's tap in. But it's also like podcast on all platforms.
There you go. Also, like again, we said we do have the IQ Project Instagram. Go ahead and follow that. The IQ Project TikTok. Go follow that. And we're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and like 5 other ones. I don't know.
Make sure you subscribe and comment to this. This is going great. This is going somewhere. Comment your life away, even if the fits, the drinks, whatever it is. Comment, because the algorithm will go higher.
Appreciate it,
dog.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
I love it.
Cheers, man.